What's up, everybody? It is your girl Alexis C, and welcome back to my channel. So I totally owe you guys a story time or two, honestly, because my posting schedule this week has been way off, but I have a good reason. I'm trying to get my life in order. So if you are out there trying to get your life in order and life just hits you, let me know. Dial 1-800-CALL-ALEXIS-C and let me know. Anywho, so the story I have for you guys today is quite interesting. And I know you're looking at the title like, what do you mean she listened? Well, she listened. But before I do that, right, we are going to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. I would totally appreciate your feedback. So please let me know what you think. If you've had a crazy story like mine, definitely share it in a comment below. And of course, if you have any other topics you want to mention or tell me about, you can email me or DM me, and all information will be in the description box below. So let's get into the video. I don't even know how to begin this story. Happened a long time ago, like 2014. I was with one of my exes that I was with off and on for like 3 years. And I broke up with him. Yes, I did, because he didn't have his ish together. And then I decided after some time, that I wanted him back. Now, ladies, if you know he's no good the first time, don't go back. But I did. I was just kind of torn about trying something new versus trying something old and used. No offense. That was kind of shady. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I came back home to visit and I was totally here to see him. I just knew exactly what I wanted. I knew I wanted him back, but it didn't end that way exactly. So he ended up talking to another girl. Now this girl we're gonna call J. Okay, her first name starts with a J. I won't give her whole name, but she was crazy. She was crazy. She had an attitude beyond attitudes. Probably the most drama starting female I have ever encountered in my life. But I want to put a disclaimer out there. I do not deal with females when it comes to men, okay? I don't fight over men. I do not make it my job to call the girl up and tell her about herself. That is not me. So if you are looking for that type of drama, find it somewhere else. But anywho, he told me about her and different things that she put him through, and the whole time I'm just like, so why are you dealing with her when you could have this right here, pretty much, because it's just like we've been together for so long, so why deal with something like that when I'm drama free and I don't do all the extra stuff. So then he started to play tennis, right? He was just going back and forth trying to figure out who he wanted it and how he wanted it. Did that sound right? Yeah. He wanted to figure out who he wanted. Did that make sense? I hope it did. If not, I'm gonna keep going. And so one moment he would say, oh, I'm not gonna deal with her anymore. I'm all about you. But then he would turn around and tell her, oh, I'm not dealing with Alexis anymore. I'm dealing with you. So we're gonna call this ex Dawn, because you never know what type of story time may come up in this channel of mine, so you never know who I'm going to talk about. But his middle name has Don in it, so we're just going to go with that. But anyway, so Don decided that he finally knew what he wanted after going back and forth with me and the girl. After going back and forth or trying to figure out who he wanted, and mind you, like, there's really not a lot of specific detail I can give you in this story because it was a lot of like he say, she say, and a lot of just back and forth. But regardless of the simple fact that I hated the girl, I did, but I never talked to her directly. I never wanted anything to do with her. I never inquired about calling her or talking down to her, nothing. I mean, it was no point, because if a man knows what he wants, he's gonna go after it, point blank and period. So who am I to try to start drama with a female I don't even know if the man can't even figure out his own mess? You know what I mean? So let's just keep that in mind, okay? So it's around New Year's Eve, okay? Christmas has passed, all of that. And I am home from break from school. So I decide, okay, we are on good terms. He has made it very clear that he knows who he wants and that person is me. So I thought. So I said, okay, well, before I go to church and praise the Lord for a new year, I'm going to call him because he was going to an event. All right, so I called his number, right? And when he answered the phone, it was her. Child. She shook the table, okay? She shook it.
Try it. Try it. Try it. with me if you want to. It's not a good day. Okay? Now back to that one.
Shaking the table. Don't shake unless you're ready to get shook.
You know, I don't ask for much for people. I don't. I really don't. Like, what was the purpose of you answering the phone? Okay. I let her talk. I said, hello. She said, who is this? I said, it's Alexis. Who is this? And she was like, I don't have to tell you who I am. I was like, that's okay. I already know who you are. So mind you, I'm getting a little worked up because y'all don't understand. I was mad. I was really mad. Anyway, so I'm just letting her talk or whatever. She's trying to tell me, yeah, he doesn't want you, this, that, and the third, and just going off. And I'm just like, oh, really? Keep talking. I want to hear more, because little does she know, he's already told me he no longer deals with her and that she's no longer important to him. So after she's done running her mouth trying to, tell me about myself, I said, well, little do you know, Jay, he already told me he wants nothing to do with you and he doesn't like you. And I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. That's when she listened, okay? She got super quiet. You heard nothing. She listened. I told her, I was like, listen, my problem isn't really with you. It's with him. He needs to figure out what he wants. So while you're sitting here talking to me, nothing is getting solved. Like, I literally explained all of that to her and she listened. Can you believe it? Somebody who talks so much actually listened to me. So then all I heard in the background was him coming out of the shower and her pretty much beating him up and cussing him out. So then he gets on the phone and he tries to talk to me. He tries to talk, calm me down basically and tell me, no, it's not even like that. And I'm just like, why are you even with her? I'm so confused. Like, I thought we were good. I thought you knew what you wanted. Why is she going with you to this event on New Year's, bringing in the New Year with you? Like, I'm totally confused. Like, what the, you know what? So at this point, I don't want to really hear anything else. I'm ready to fight. And I don't fight, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot fight, okay? I am the person in the group that calls for help. I do nothing of the sort. But you see, I'm a Taurus, okay? We have horns, and there are different buttons that you can press, okay? And if you press the right ones, you might get the horns, and that's exactly what she did. And it wasn't about me fighting her because of him. It was me fighting her because she disrespected me. And again, I don't like to deal with females otherwise, but if you come for me, then it's a problem, point blank and period. Now, I'm a little too old to be fighting anybody or putting hands on anybody, so if you can't talk like an adult, then don't come to me, don't talk to me, go talk to your mama, okay? But anywho, so after I hung up the phone, I grabbed my keys and I was getting ready to go. I knew the location, I knew where they were, it was no problem. I was out for blood that day. So my mother happened to see me grab the keys, and I think she heard like the whole conversation but just didn't say anything. And I was like, Mom, I gotta go. And she was like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. I need to go to his house and I need to figure this out because this person has me all the way messed up. Mind you, I cannot cuss because my mom, she doesn't do all of that. And I personally don't always like to use cuss words, but when you're mad, you just lose your religion just a little bit. That's how I felt. But instead, she decided to take my keys, and then I couldn't go anywhere. But needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, I went to church that night, and I praised the Lord anyway to bring in the new year for 2015. But yeah, that was the story that she listened. She listened. And did I take him back after all of that? Unfortunately, I did. I know, ridiculous, right? But you live and you learn and you grow, and you have to understand that if they're not it for you, they're just not it. If they don't treat you right, it is what it is. And when it's all said and done, a man is going to know what he wants. And if it's not you, be okay with it because he's not going to give you his all if that's the case. So that pretty much concludes the story time, but just stay tuned for more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it seems a little crazy and a little discombobulated, but I'm kind of liking it because I want you guys to see what happens in the midst of me doing these story times, and I am trying out new things as I record because I want to improve and do better, so keep that in mind. But again, guys, just stay true to yourself. And like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Email me for any questions or suggestions that you have. And follow me on my social media pages. And you guys be blessed. And I'm going to drink my drink. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let the sun rage on. The cold never bothered me anymore. I was vibing with you. Oh, are you ready? I think he is too. Oh, can I see myself? Really? I need to see myself.
I need to see too.
Because, why you gotta see me?
I'm monitoring your audio and your footage.
Oh, damn, you're right. Okay, never mind. And me and the girl. Hey. Hey. Did she answer?
I'm so sorry, keep going.
You gonna go mess
I
with
literally thought that if I turned it all the way down, you wouldn't hear it at all. So,
But you were gonna talk while we
Right.
no, I was going to show him what I was doing. He would have hung up. Okay.
that.